Once upon a time, in a small village nestled among rolling hills and lush greenery, there lived a young girl named Amelia. Amelia's bright smile and kind heart endeared her to all who knew her, but beneath her cheerful demeanor lay a soul burdened by the hardships her family faced. Her parents, Thomas and Elizabeth, were hard-working farmers who toiled day in and day out to eke out a living from the stubborn earth. Despite their tireless efforts, the land yielded little, and the family struggled to make ends meet. But even in the face of adversity, Amelia's parents instilled in her a deep-rooted sense of hope and resilience. They often told her stories of perseverance and triumph, teaching her to find strength in the darkest of times and to never lose sight of the light that shone within her heart. As Amelia grew older, she became determined to help her family overcome their hardships. She worked alongside her parents in the fields, tending to the crops and caring for the animals with a determination that belied her tender years. Despite the back-breaking work and the constant struggle to make ends meet, Amelia's spirit remained unbroken. She faced each day with unwavering optimism, her belief in the power of hope serving as a guiding light through even the darkest of times. One day, as Amelia was tending to the fields, she stumbled upon a patch of wilted flowers. Struggling to survive amidst the dry earth. Moved by compassion, she knelt down beside them, gently brushing the dirt from their petals and whispering words of encouragement. Day by day, Amelia tended to the flowers with loving care, watering them, pruning them, and showering them with the warmth of her love. And slowly but surely, the flowers began to bloom once more, their vibrant colors bursting forth in a riot of beauty and life. Word of Amelia's kindness spread throughout the village, and soon people from far and wide came to see the miraculous transformation of the once dying flowers. Inspired by her actions, they too began to lend a helping hand to those in need, spreading acts of kindness and compassion wherever they went. But Amelia's greatest lesson was yet to come. One fateful evening, a fierce storm swept through the village. Leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. Homes were torn apart, crops were flattened, and the villagers were left devastated in its wake. Amelia, undeterred by the chaos around her, rallied the villagers together, reminding them of the power of hope and resilience. With their spirits renewed, they worked tirelessly to rebuild their homes and their lives. Their collective strength and determination serving as a beacon of hope in the darkest of times. In the aftermath of the storm, the village emerged stronger and more resilient than ever before. And though the scars of the storm remained etched upon the land, they served as a reminder of the indomitable spirit of the human heart and the power of hope to overcome even the greatest of challenges. As the years passed, the village flourished, its people living in harmony with the land and each other. And at the heart of it all was Amelia, the girl who had inspired a community to believe in the impossible and to never lose hope, no matter how dark the skies may seem. And so, the story of Amelia and the Village of Hope became a legend, passed down from generation to generation as a reminder of the power of kindness, resilience, and the unwavering belief in the human spirit to overcome any obstacle that stands in its way. As the seasons passed, the village thrived under Amelia's guiding light. The fields yielded bountiful harvests, the animals flourished, and the once barren land was now teeming with life and vitality. But Amelia knew that true resilience lay not just in prosperity, but in the strength to weather the storms that life inevitably brought. One day, a group of weary travelers stumbled upon the village, their faces etched with exhaustion and despair. They had been journeying for days, fleeing from a neighboring village ravaged by war and famine. With nowhere else to turn, they sought refuge in Amelia's village, hoping against hope for a chance at a new beginning. Amelia welcomed the travelers with open arms, her heart heavy with empathy for their plight. She rallied the villagers together, urging them to open their hearts and their homes to those in need. And though resources were scarce, the villagers responded with unwavering generosity, sharing what little they had with their newfound guests. Together, they worked to rebuild the travelers' lives, providing them with food, shelter, and a sense of belonging in their time of need. And as the days turned into weeks, the travelers found solace in the warmth and camaraderie of the village, their spirits uplifted by the kindness and compassion that surrounded them. But just as the village began to find its footing once more, tragedy struck. A devastating illness swept through the village, claiming the lives of young and old alike. The villagers were gripped by fear and despair, their once unbreakable spirit shaken to its core. Amelia, heartbroken by the loss and suffering around her, refused to give in to despair. She rallied the villagers once more, urging them to find strength in each other and to never lose sight of the light that burned within their hearts. With Amelia leading the way, the villagers worked tirelessly to care for the sick and the grieving, offering comfort and support to those in need. And though the road ahead was long and fraught with uncertainty, they faced it together, united by a bond that could not be broken. In the end, it was not the prosperity of the village that defined its legacy, but the strength of its people and the depth of their compassion. And as the years passed, the village became known not only for its abundance and prosperity, but for the resilience and kindness of its inhabitants. And at the heart of it all was Amelia, the girl who had inspired a community to believe in the power of hope, compassion, and the unwavering strength of the human spirit. And though she had faced many trials and tribulations along the way, she knew that the greatest triumph of all was the love and unity that bound them together as one.